de vuelta para hacer una misión más. Una misión que es un evento y que va a demorar bastante. Ojalá se diviertan y yo también me divierta durante todo el transcurso quedándome callado.
Looks like you're having fun. What's the occasion this time?
Oh, do I spy a traveler and a Paimon? We were just talking about you. This is more serendipitous than finding Mora after face planting on the road.
It's been too long. I'll bet you have some thrilling new tales from your journey to... Excellent! I knew I could count on you.
What were you talking about before we got here? Something fun?
We were talking about one certain traveler, and how two's company but three's a crowd, as the inseparable duo tore around Tibet, making 4 friends here and 5 more there, often at 6s and 7s as they brave the lakes and...
What the... It just gets worse and worse.
Shortly, you may attend a grand banquet at Stone Gate. All will be dressed to the nines for majestic food and fine wines. And after 8 long drinks and 7 shorts, they'll each write 6 lines 5 times. You've been to all 4 corners of the world, so in 3 short seconds, can you guess from these 2 stanzas of 1 speech each what this event is about? It's not. In fact, it's a poetry Do you still remember the promise I made to the distinguished director?
Oh, something about writing poetry together?
That's right! At the dinner table that night, I just knew this young bard was a... And now, I've finally seized the chance to, in the spirit of friendship and poetry share.
Bit of a weird...
Liyue's poetry is known far and wide, and Mondstadt is the city of wine and song. Hu Tao and I will be the co-hosts for this poetry gala. Of course, I haven't studied the various forms and formalities of
Not at all, Venti. You followed my lead most
You flatter me.
Well, this sounds like fun. Let's get involved. Oh, Paimon, sure you'll be amazing. Remember that time in Liyue when Paimon gave you the first half of a couplet? Wind rises, winds never...
Oh, looks like someone's got a knack for this. Perhaps we'll have...
All right, so basically you guys are here to discuss the activities for the poetry gala, right?
Oh, looks like little Paimon's brain has gained a wrinkle or two. You guessed it so effortlessly, but...
Huh? Wait, Paimon guessed wrong?
We came here hoping to invite a special guest.
I already told you. I'm not going.
Xiao, you're here too!
Never having penned a verse myself, how could I hope to judge the poetry of others? Besides...
Hey now, there's a first time for everything, right? We all... And you don't even have to join us in person if you really don't want to. You can... But at least head down and take a look first. It's right by the inn.
Besides, with the renowned traveler here, what is there to fear?
I'll consider it.
It's nearly time. Why don't you all head to the venue and take a look around?
Yes, that's right. Venti and I still need to discuss the poem for the opening ceremony. So...
Gotcha! We'll be on our way then! Wow, it's so lively. Didn't think there'd be so many people here already. And a lot of them are familiar faces. Let's go say hi. Diona!
Traveler in Paimon?
Are you here to mix drinks?
That's right! I was specially asked to attend this event on behalf of the Cat's Tail, and I'm also here as a mixologist representing the Mondstadt wine industry.
You're representing Mondstadt's wine industry?
Of course I hate it, but it's also a
Huh?
All I need to do is add some gross
Paimon thinks you'll end up getting the opposite result.
Just you wait! I ain't...
Are you gonna write some poetry with us too?
Poetry? I've heard plenty of Bart.
You should join in. It'll be fun.
Fine, if I have time.
Mika! Noel!
Oh, it's the Traveler in Paimon.
Are you here for the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala as well?
You said that with a straight face?
Representatives? We were sent here by the Knights of Favonius to help maintain, but I didn't really do anything.
Oh, no, that's just not true. Your efforts were indispensable.
What? No.
Why does it feel like these two could...
Anyway, Master Jean did say that as long as we keep on top of our work. But I haven't written much poetry before, so I'm not sure if I'll...
I actually have the same concern.
Yeah, plus, you won't be alone. We're joining too. The Traveler's a really good rider, you know.
Really? In that case, we'll try our best too.
Perhaps the challenge of writing poetry is a rite of passage.
Paimon wouldn't go that far. But anyway, no backing out now.
Sure.
Oh, Mika beat me to it. I was gonna ask for help too.
Well, look who's here. This poetry fest seems to have attracted talent of the highest caliber.
Hey, Shincho and Chanya.
I was actually heading into the mountains to train.
Oh, how your words wound me. Is it not the responsibility of an exorcist of Liyue to ensure that this celebration of friendship between our two nations stays free of evil spirits? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity to meet heroes who have come from far and wide.
Are you talking about Noelle? Yeah, she...
Oh? Well, since you are so well acquainted,
Okay, fine. But don't forget to help me with my
Huh? What investigation?
naturally, I could never forget such a thing. My word is my bond. Relax, dear Paimon. All will be revealed in time.
Uh...
Poems and melodies wandering the wind, wafting to pastures beyond their home.
Two greedy fishies struggling to swim. They ate so much that they're starting to groan.
Animal crystal fly draped in gold robes, a bright little light from that glaze lantern glows.
Benches pinch the rice and scoot while the boars of the forest anxiously root.
Welcome one and all to this festival of poetry, jointly
Or, in full, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala. We're your hosts, Liyue's verse-monger of the darkest alley.
and Mondstadt's liquor-loving lyricist, Venti the Bard. The purpose of this event is to promote friendly poetic exchanges between our two nations. So please, have fun, talk to other people, and
If you're here, you're our guest, so please enjoy this poetry fest.
I'd also like to reassure everyone that this event welcomes people of all skill levels, from first-time rhymers to seasoned. If you ask me, the most important thing you can bring to writing poetry is authenticity. That means reaching deep down to all the thoughts and feelings you usually hide away or struggle to express, and putting them into words. Just right from the heart in whatever form you like.
To help everyone really cut loose and enjoy themselves to the fullest, Venti and I have carefully prepared 3 themes to be revealed over the course of 3 days. Let's get right to it. The first theme is Riddle Me This.
Esa era una de las actividades que tanto me gustaba de chiquito. En cuarto grado, donde he salido segundo lugar en declamación. Y yo voy a también hacer declamación en Genshin Impact, no lo olviden.
Solving riddles, huh? Interesting.
Whew. I'm glad they're not making us write sonnets.
Does everyone see the lanterns hanging around the venue? These have been specially prepared for the riddle game. Simply write down your riddle and hang it on a lantern. Then Venti and I will select a few to pose to the crowd, and you will now give you some time to write down and hang up your riddles. Feel free to walk around and talk with the other contestants to get the creative juices flowing. And remember, whoever guesses the most riddles correctly will get a prize.
And with that, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala has officially begun.
Oh, let's see what's on this lantern. A tender sigh for home, how far the flowers roam. A visitor asks me why, for a dream beyond the sky. Okay, someone from Liyue definitely wrote this.
I just read that one too. Liyue's poems seem pretty difficult to grasp.
Dreams? Sky?
So it means something like, this thing's really far from home. It's in a vast area, and it's flying really high. Is that it?
Oh, you're amazing, Paimon! Oh, it looks like I still have a lot of learning to do.
It's nothing, really. Once you've spent enough time in Liyue, you...
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Back when I was out with the Grandmaster on the expedition, I started...
But back to the riddle. We still haven't actually solved it. What could it be talking about?
Something that flies high and far. Oh, that makes me think of dandelions.
Oh, that makes sense. And Mondstadters believe that dandelions can carry your feelings on the wind.
But maybe we're missing something? It can't be that easy. After all, it's a riddle. What do you think, Traveler?
Great! Then we'll have one answer ready to go when the game begins.
Right, just like Venti said. As long as the interpretation makes sense.
Well, no matter what the real answer is, let's go look at the next one.
Oh, yes, I want to see...
This handwriting is just awful. I have 4 corners like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully... Oh, wow, Paimon's drooling from that one. Is there really a...
Oh, Paimon. You have to look past the surface level meaning with riddles, or you'll...
Huh? So if you could...
Well...
Xingqiu just hung that riddle up a moment ago.
Oh, so this is Xingqiu's riddle! You know, Paimon was expecting you to write something a little more
This festival is about building friendship and mutual understanding. With so many friends from Mondstadt.
Hey, not bad! So, buddy, does that mean you can tell your old pal Paimon the answer on the sly, or...?
Not a chance. You'll have to wait for the answer to be revealed.
Ha! Meanie!
La madre, esta Paimon me da tanta risa que hasta le pide el acertijo al personaje. Qué cagona, puta madre.
If that's how you feel, why don't you try and stump me with...
Maybe Paimon will! We'll see who stumps who!
Puta madre, el egoísmo ya le atacó a Paimon. ¿Ahora qué vamos a hacer? Apenas vamos 24 minutos y ahora Paimon ya se está volviendo egoísta, la Fifi. Yo no sé si querer contar con ella, pucha su vida.
Traveler, you help Paimon come up with a riddle, right?
Ahí está. ¿Por qué no lo pensaste antes?
Ha! At least you're nice to Paimon.
Obvio que soy el mejor. Y nadie será mejor que yo. Recitando un poema. Pese a que la chica me ganó. Ahí está.
Then I look forward to seeing the fruits of...
Ha! Prepare to get stumped!
Oh, Shigyu. Shigyu, mierda. ¿Por qué le hiciste enojar a Paimon? Eres muy malo.
Even though Paimon said... Let's start by reading a few more of other people's for inspiration. On 4 long legs, my slim body sits. I eat not a bite and drink not a sip. With a passionless face, I greet countless guests, whom I carry all day without needing to rest. Is this talking about some kind of animal? It's a chair. Huh? Diona, how did you guess it so quick? No, of course I didn't write it. The answer just popped. I'm always telling the cats in the tavern that the chairs get tired from work. Oh, okay. So a riddle needs to have a bait. Are you trying to write one? Yep, and thanks to you, Paimon's just thought of one. Maybe I should try to come up with one, too. All right, Paimon's riddle is now hanging up. Diona, do you want to know the answer? Nah, no need. Oh, okay then. Well, look, sure, have fun.
Hey, looks like everyone's about done mingling and riddling. Gather round and look this... Venti and I have selected several riddles from everyone's contributions, and we added a few of our own. If your riddle gets selected, remember that you have to announce the correct answer at the end. Anyone who guesses correctly gets 1 point, and if nobody guesses correctly, the writer of the riddle gets a point. Sounds fair to me.
¡Estoy dispuesto!
Of course, when the riddler reveals the right response, it only counts if everyone agrees that it...
That's right. Now, if there are no more questions, it's time to reveal the first riddle.
Vamos muchachos que tenemos que ganar. Ah la 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 la.
Hopefully they'll draw at least some that I can get. Oh no, does only the first person to solve it get the points? Ugh.
Please choose Paimon's riddle. Please choose Paimon's riddle.
Ay, Dios mío, ya me están ganando los nervios a la fin.
Riddle number 1. Let me see here. Ugh. This riddle is, unique, especially the handwriting. I have four corners, like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. Baked. I pass through the lips, one piece at a time.
They drew Shinchos!
Better answer as quickly as you can. You don't want someone else beating you to it.
You! Oh, brat! It's, pizza! The answer is pizza!
Even without the author coming forward, I can confidently declare this answer wrong. I mean, how does eating pizza broaden your mind? And while I'm no expert in exotic dishes, if I'm not mistaken,
But eating pizza makes you happy, and being happy... Okay, Paimon admits she may have jumped the gun on this one.
Maybe it's some other kind of food. No. Riddles are never that simple.
If Paimon had known it was gonna be this tough, she'd have read more books in her time. What is it? Have you got it? Huh? Oh, gotcha! Bucks! The answer is bucks!
That was quicker than I expected. I was quite proud of that one.
oh, it appears the riddle writer has announced the answer. Okay, 1 point to Paimon.
Huh? So the answer was bugs? Oh, how did I not get that? Come on.
We're awesome at this! Oh, what Paimon meant to say was that you're awesome at this. Thanks for the point, Traveler.
On to riddle number 2.
I gotta get in there first this time.
High above the wispy clouds, amidst the gloomy, snow-filled shroud, standing alone on an icy stage, beneath it every lowly sage. Looks like a poem from Leela.
Oh, it's...
I got it!
Looks like those two have some ideas. Could it be some kind of
Mika, please go ahead. As a full Knight of Favonius, you represent...
No, how could I? It was you who thought of it first.
Well, my answer isn't necessarily correct. Besides, it's...
No, I didn't. You were just before me.
How gracious and considerate our fellow competitors are towards each other. How about both of you say your answer at the same time? If you're both right, you'll...
Oops, I didn't realize we'd make...
Oh, crud. So, Noelle,
Yes, let's. Our answer is...
Cecilia.
Oh, that certainly sounds like a good candidate for the correct answer. A flower that blooms on the highest peaks and no... although, since the writer hasn't yet come forward to announce the answer, this
I can't believe I was wrong. Maybe it's a plant from Liyue.
Is the answer Genshin? The poem does evoke a strong sense of quiet.
Correct. I wrote this one. Genshin is the right answer. No! Shinjo got it before Paimon could. However, after listening to the host's description, I do remember reading about Cecilia flowers in a book once. They definitely... So, I'd like to approve the answer from our two friends from Mondstadt as well.
Really? Oh, thank you so much.
Well, since even the Riddler themselves agrees, all three contestants...
Darn it! Shinjo's caught up to Paimon already! Yeah, you're probably right.
Moving now to our third riddle. Huh? Why is the handwriting so... floaty? What's got no wings but flies in the air, never gets tired of floating up there. So full of mora it comes out the nose, but in the sea, glug glug glug, down it goes.
That's Paimon's! They picked Paimon's riddle! Yay! What is it? Why isn't anyone guessing? Is
That's not quite it. More like, it's so ludicrous.
What? No way! Well, go on then. Tell us the answer if you're so sure.
The answer is Paimon.
What?
It's Paimon.
I was actually gonna say Paimon too.
Me too.
No! You're all completely wrong! How the heck did you all think the answer was Paimon?
Paimon, do you have wings behind your back?
No.
You're always floating, but you never seem to get tired of it.
And Paimon has a very healthy appetite, which must cost the traveler a lot of mora and meal expenses.
I've heard from the senior knights that the traveler rescued Paimon by fishing her out of the sea. So, that means Paimon can't swim. So if she fell in the sea, then...
Glug, glug, glug. Wait! Now Paimon's doubting herself. What was the answer? No! You're all wrong. The answer to Paimon's riddle is...
Is that so? In fact, if we just added 2 more lines to the poem, it would be the perfect riddle.
Huh? What do you want to add?
The Traveler's Companion and Talkative Guide. A praiseworthy
Aw, do you mean it? Can we really add that part? You think so cute? then Paimon would like to announce that the correct answer...
Great! And with that, the widely adored Paimon has gifted a point each to everyone who
Guessing riddles is a lot of fun. And even though Paimon didn't manage to beat Shincho, Paimon still feels like she got a little... Oh, didn't Changyu mention he was a... Hey, you two!
Oh? Hi, Paimon. You know, for a moment there, I was worried I might lose to you.
Oh, are you collecting your prize right now?
I am indeed. Though, if you really want it, I'd be more than happy to give it to you.
Seriously? Wow, what is it?
A most generous donation by yours truly as director of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, namely a buy one get one free coupon for our high-end customized service package. It's a pleasant surprise to learn you're so interested in it, Paimon.
Nope, nuh-uh, no thank you, hard pass, you can keep it.
Are you sure? In that case...
Here you are. Now remember, this package comes with our
So, to what do we owe the honor, Paimon?
What do you mean, we? Changyun's the one Paimon's looking for, not you.
Oh, yeah.
How about I put it in riddle form?
Huh? Isn't the competition over?
'Twas like a demon not demonic, or devil devoid of the diabolic. Afar it floated free above the ground, but when approached, though sought, naught could be found.
Sounds to me like you encountered a gas...
Perhaps I should just explain it. Basically, while I was training this morning, it was floating in the air without any kind of external aid, and its body was almost transparent. At first I thought I'd finally encountered a demon that wasn't but none of my methods had any effect on it. And when I went...
You're sure it's not a ghost or...
Quite sure. I could sense that it had a physical body. And if it were... It's all my fault. I got overexcited, and in my haste I didn't ascertain its true nature.
You shouldn't blame yourself. It was something you'd never seen before. Besides, we're making up for it now by...
Any thoughts, Venti? Have you managed to untangle...
Why don't you take a guess first, Tutal?
Oh, that means you have.
I can't be absolutely certain, but I'm reasonably sure it's not what Liyue would call an evil spirit or demon. So whatever it is, it's not dangerous. How about this? We can incorporate a search element into tomorrow's poetry activity.
Oh, does that mean we get to play outside while we write poetry?
Close, but no. Good ideas could just pop into your head out of thin air, but if you ask me, everyone should relax tonight and get a good...
You say that, but your gaze keeps drifting over towards the wine stand.
Yep, get here.
Come a little closer.
Looks like it's about time to head over to the venue again. I'm still curious what Changyun saw the other day. Wow, everyone got here so early.
The sun is shining bright today. As soon as that leaf floats past Stonegate, we shall reveal today's poetry theme.
The theme of the second day of the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala is pairing couplets.
Pairing couplets. Oh, I've heard of that. It's a Liyue art form where you have to create new lines of...
Heaven and earth, rain and wind, the endless sky and the boundless land, forest borers and ocean shrimp, lavender melons and matsutake shrooms. Based on a given line of poetry, you must create the second line to form a pair, or couplet. As long as you take inspiration from the two lines should be neatly matched, complementing each other both semantically and rhythmically. In essence, it's just like most other forms of poetry.
To buoy your imaginations and allow the winds of inspiration to fill your sails, we've added an additional component, an inspiration.
An inspiration walk?
By inspiration walk, we simply mean wandering around in the wild, taking in the scenery and pocketing any poetic thoughts. Of course, to all our friends, old and new, please be careful while out and about. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is already fully booked.
In short, please roam freely as the mood takes you. Enjoy the spectacular scenery of our two beautiful nations and fill your imaginations with the most pleasing of poetry. We will all reconvene here tonight. Traveler, can you round up Singcho, Chongyun, and the Mondstadt contingent? I have a favor to ask of you.
Oh, is it that thing from yesterday?
Thanks. I'm counting on you. So, we hope that each of you can keep an eye out for this while you're out on your inspiration walk.
Are you sure this is okay? It was just something I ran into, and now we're imposing my business.
Oh, please don't say that, Mr. Chongyun. Master Jean ordered us to work with you however we can to improve cooperation. Helping each other out is exactly what we're here for.
Besides, investigating any strange occurrences near Mondstadt and making a report to the Knights of Avoni.
I don't mind either, because while we're out, I can look... Just think of it like an outing with friends.
The way I see it, you should just humbly accept.
All right. In that case, thank you all very much. I will be sure to repay your kindness someday.
Now, how about we split into 2 groups for the day?
You mean to cover more ground?
Not just that. Don't forget, this is still part of the poetry. If we all see the same sights and sounds during our inspiration walk, how can we write unique?
That's true. But how do we decide who goes in which group?
Why don't we draw lots?
Yeah! That'll make things even more fun!
Drawing lots? But what if I end up with the Liyue crowd? And I can't...
I've got the slips of paper here. Who wants to go first?
Bien, es como hacer un... Vamos a chocolatear, chicos.
Oh, Paimon! Paimon wants to go first!
Okay, so that's the Traveler, Paimon, Diona, and Chongyun in one group, and Singcho, Mika, and Noel in the other.
Y así está la distribución de los equipos, muchachos.
What a relief. At least I'll have no...
Then I humbly place myself at your instruction.
Oh, I don't think...
I also await your guidance.
Take care, everyone. See you all tonight.
Did anyone forget to bring anything? If not...
Wow. Are those ears and tail real? All right. Miss Diona?
Just call me Diona. Since we're trying to find that thing you saw, why don't we start with the place you saw it last time?
Sure. Then, everyone, follow me.
You're in for a little shock.
Right over there, next to the water. That's where I saw it. But it was a little foggy at the time, so I didn't get a clear look.
The view from here is great, but there's
I wasn't taking a walk.
train? Like how knights train for combat?
It's a bit different. As an exorcist of Liyue,
Exorcism?
I've always wanted to demonstrate the power of exorcism, but it's a pity.
Changyun is 1 in a million! He has pure Yang spirit! Huh? Isn't that a good thing?
It's awful. Have you ever heard of an exorcist that's never seen an evil spirit? A lot of people think I'm a fraud because of this condition of mine.
Your physical constitution is far rarer than a technique still passed down by exorcists today. You should treasure it.
Conqueror of demons.
Is that a friend of yours? Yep, this is Xiao, an adept.
An adeptus? Wow, I've never seen one of those before.
Hello, Mr.
Just call me Shao.
So, are you here to train too? Or are you out for an inspiration walk?
When I heard about the exorcist's encounter, my suspicions were roused. That's why I've already informed the owner of the inn. If you see anything out of the ordinary...
I'm really sorry.
I have already patrolled the area and found nothing amiss. Either the anomaly you encountered was no evil spirit...
I guess that means we came all this way for nothing.
If there's no other business, I'll be taking my leave now.
Yeah, you should come. There's no one else around here anyway, so you don't need to worry.
But
I would also be honored if you joined us, Adeptus Xiao. It is a rare opportunity, and I have many questions about
fine.
Seems like this adeptus is pretty shy. Or maybe all the adepti in Liyue are like this.
Team Changyun has a new member! Yay!
What? When did this become my team? Now that Adeptus Xiao...
Don't overthink it! Diona, didn't you say you wanted to... Yeah, I don't get to come to Liyue very often, so I want to gather some new ingredients while I've heard that Liyue's Jueyun chilies can set your throat on fire. Is that true?
Uh-huh. Um,
Really? Perfect!
what the...
As well as Drayun chilies, I also need some slime condensate or loach pearls.
Are those really fit for human consumption? This is starting to sound like something Shangling would make. Swift and merciful!
Okay, this should be enough.
Diona, you seem really committed to, making alcoholic drinks available to people of all tastes.
What? No, never! I hate alcohol! When grown-ups drink too much, they get that stupid drunk look on their faces, can't speak clearly, and don't even respond properly. Sometimes, they just sleep on the floor all night. Alcohol is the root of all kinds of evil. So, I'm on a mission to mix the most disgusting drink in the whole world and show everyone just how awful alcohol really is. Nothing can stand in my way. If it means coming out to Liyue every day to pick fresh Drayun chilies, then so be it.
Solo es un pasatiempo de los adultos. No es necesario que cuando tomas bebidas alcohólicas, ya sé que te vas a quedar hasta la 1, 2, 3 de la mañana, mano, pero hasta mis padres se quedaron una vez hasta las 6 de la mañana y nadie les dice nada. Solo era por alcohol, aunque mi mamá es muy sana y se preocupa más por sus hijos. Entonces, al beber muchísimo alcohol ya después se duermen. Es cierto que se tiran al suelo, pero siempre y cuando se tomen más del exceso, claro. Pero no tienes por qué detestar el alcohol. Yo algún día, tú también algún día vas a hacerlo, sinceramente.
Is it really worth all that effort?
Yeah. Because all my previous efforts have failed. Those stinking booze hounds not only haven't woken up to the truth of how bad alcohol is, they even keep praising my drinks. It makes me furious!
Ya. Cálmate, causa. ¿Por qué odias las bebidas alcohólicas? Ya sé que... Ya sé que esos borrachos no solo no cambian, sino que además les encanta las bebidas. Les encanta las bebidas, pero eso ya es su cultura, pues. Ya sé que todos nos emborrachamos, pero es mejor hacerlo en una casa y no afuera, porque afuera ahí sí hay probabilidades de esas cosas. Tienes razón, pero tal vez si miran este video los adultos se van a decepcionar esa parte en el minuto 66 y estoy grabando ahí.
But how is that possible? If this is the kind of stuff...
Are you calling me a liar? Well, if you don't...
No.
Just you wait.
Oh no. Is she really going to add those Juyun chilies?
If her claims are true, perhaps she too possesses a unique constitution of some kind.
I don't see how it could have anything to do with her. Unless... she's under the influence of some kind of power?
No. I sense no trace of the demonic in her. Although there are traces of something else. Something rather special. In Liyue, we might say this child has adeptal affinity.
It's ready. Here, I made one for Xiao too.
Oh boy. Look at.
What's wrong? You're not allergic to it. Don't worry. There isn't even any alcohol in it. It's a slime
Surely there's no way this can possibly. Xiao downed it in a single gulp. Oh, great. Oh.
Changyan drank his too.
This drink is...
Delicious! It does have a touch of Jueyun chili, but it isn't at all overpowering. It's completely different from Xiangling's cooking or those drinks. It's crisp and refreshing, with just a hint of numbness, and the Jueyun chili flavor combines with the smooth but not slimy texture of the frog legs to form a heavenly mixture. And oh, the slimes! Can we talk about the slimes? Before this, I never knew that they had such a pure and herby taste, like fresh grass after the rain. The power...
That's right. Slimes are absolutely sublime. Oh, I failed again.
I'm great, and I gotta try another. Ziona, if... I'm sorry. I can't believe I let you all see me like that.
It's fine. My fault for not checking your spice tolerance. Oh, looks like this pure yang spirit isn't such a...
Actually, before I drank it, I very much
Huh, who'd have thought it? Diona and...
Hmm?
Xiao? What's wrong?
Look over there.
You mean the leaf?
Something's written on it.
What? You can see that from over here? Oh yeah, or it'll get swept away!
There's a poem written on it. The Conqueror of Demons has truly amazing vision.
Let Paimon see!
Intentaré declamar este poema. El cielo quedó sembrado en un jardín de estrellas, bellas como flores y danzanizadas como abejas. En busca de sueños tan dulces como el néctar, aquella noche conservamos la ternura del rocío de la mañana. Y mientras los rayos de luna caían sobre nosotros como hilos de miel, nos susurrábamos dulces palabras en la orilla del manantial. Pero entonces me marché para no regresar, y el poema que albergaba en el corazón quedó sin recitar. Desde aquel entonces, la luna permanece fría como el hielo, y las estrellas no volvieron a tintinear. Las escondí en las profundidades del agua, pero tus lágrimas lograron encontrarlas. Vamos a declamar lo que ha escrito mi viajero. Las luciérnagas iluminan la oscuridad, como rocas que permanecen inamovibles entre la corriente del río. Si las palabras se cumplen y los sentimientos no cambian, hasta los más pequeños logran vencer las imponentes penurias de este mundo. Ojalá que vuelvas a disfrutar del dulce abrazo de la luna. Yo me quiero sentir como si estuviera en un evento. fue bonito, la verdad. Ay, como quisiera hacerlo otra vez.